Sam Barber, thanks for taking the time. Had a week kind of away from wrestling, but not really away from the mats. Tell me what you did in the time off.
We just had a nice training phase. I think we front loaded a lot of the schedule in the first semester, and it made it pretty busy. I mean, we had dual West Virginia, Dean's Weekend, and we had Missouri at the end of the finals. And traditionally we probably would have wrestled those dates a little bit later in the year, but we got a really talented group of guys that can kind of the bandwidth to keep academics at a high level and compete at a high level. So we still, first semester, we think we're in that 3.0 range, which is pretty impressive. And then we still were able to go out and take on 2 top 15 teams in the country. That allowed us to have a little bit of flexibility the second half of the season, and we put in a really nice training phase, and man, the guys did a great job. We're kind of on a 3 days on, 1 day off, and works well at a service academy. They're busy here. They can give you a lot in a short period of time, but then you got to give them some time to rest and recover. So we've been doing that a little bit, and it's been, we feel like it's been working really well for us.
That's good. Coaches' rankings come out. You got 3 guys, and one just slightly missed out.
Yeah, 3 guys in the coaches' ranking. And the coaches' rankings, I think all rankings are essentially for the fans, right? They're not for us. But the coaches' rankings are a little bit significant because it's part of the national qualifying process. With that, you got to be in the coaches' ranking, and then you get an RPI, which comes out a little bit later, and then they take your win-loss percentage too in Division I. And based on that, we'll decide how many qualification allocations we get for the Big 12s, and then we'll go rest the Big 12 championships, kind of see where the dust settles, and then you come back, and they use that same data to pick up any at-large wrestlers as well. Got to have 6 matches to be included in this ranking, so it's a little bit skewed. Wyatt is number 1 at heavyweight. The other heavyweight that's pretty good at that weight class, he didn't have quite enough matches to be considered. So, but Wyatt's number 1 there, and we're excited about his where he's going and what he's doing. Again, we're a little bit more focused on the process with him, not so much the outcome. And every day he gets better. Sam's 5th. Again, he's put himself in that position. He's got some great quality wins over guys that are below him, and he's got a lot of potential to keep going forward. Same thing with John Opetz Charlie at 14. Just done a great job and had some solid wins early on in the season, and it's paying dividends now. And Tucker's just outside of that at 125, but he's got a lot of great opportunities moving forward. And for the rest of our guys too, right? The Big 12 schedule is coming up. We're going to be in the meat of it. We'll talk about that in a second, but every one of our guys has got an opportunity to put themselves in the coaches ranking next time it comes out. We'll have national ranked opponents every single week at most of the weight classes, so a lot of great opportunities for our guys coming forward to get themselves in those coaches rankings and start to build that RPI and put themselves in a pretty good position for the postseason.
You mentioned the rankings and opportunities. Your team has a big opportunity going to South Dakota State. All 10 of their wrestlers are ranked, so everyone has an opportunity in this one.
Yeah, well, that's the Big 12 conference right now. If you look at the team rankings too, Missouri's number 2, and I think Iowa State's 4, and Oklahoma State's 5. But 8 of our 12 Big 12 teams are ranked in the top 25, and we love that part of being in this conference, right? So the opportunities every week to wrestle the best and test yourselves against those guys, and you can't be the best version of yourself if you don't have that level of competition. So we absolutely love being in the Big 12 conference and the opportunities it provides and the competition we get to wrestle week in, week out, right? Every single week there's a great opportunity. And yeah, we got 2 big ones this weekend with South Dakota State and North Dakota State, both gritty blue collar, tough Big 12 teams that we're going to go out there and we'll go toe to toe, and I know our guys will answer the call and show up and we'll compete hard, and we're gonna take advantage of those things. I know we're gonna come out of it a better team than what we went into it. Sure. So it'll be a good weekend for us.
Yeah. Does it help at all that you didn't have a duel last weekend?
I would say yes, maybe. Who knows? It's hard to say. I mean, our guys, they like to compete. They like to stay sharp. They like to work hard. So I feel like, whatever the circumstances are, we're going to be at our best. It doesn't matter if it's wrestling all the time, training all the time. This type of team, these type of guys like Sam, Wyatt, Giano especially, those guys, when they put their foot on the line, they found the ability to replicate their process to where they control what they can control, and with that, like we said earlier, we focus on the process, but a lot of times the results take care of themselves. So, whatever we got in front of us, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it great, right? And our circumstances will be bigger than our goals or our mission, and whatever we got to do, we're gonna do.
And of course, you go to the Dakotas this weekend. But if you're a wrestling fan here in Colorado Springs, you want to make sure you mark your calendar and get out here because the Falcons will be home a lot in February.
Yeah, we're home the whole month of February. Again, it just worked out when I was doing the schedule last year. I was like, hey, this could be pretty good. I might be able to shape this a little bit to where we're home for the whole month of February. And, we love competing in Clune. Again, this is our Big 12 schedule. A lot of great opportunities. We like bringing those teams to 7,200 feet. We got a great crowd that shows up to support these guys. We'd love to get a few more people out here. So if you're in town, you want to come see some Big 12 wrestling, some of the best wrestlers we've had in the history of Air Force wrestling in recent years, top heavyweight, top 84-pounder, top 65-pounder, plus the other teams who they bring as well. Some great opportunities to come see the Falcons and working on a few ideas to get a few more cadets here too.
Should be a lot of fun. Sam, thanks for the time. Good luck in the Dakotas.
All right, appreciate you. Thanks.